Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking at something pretty timeless, the Bhagavad Gita.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. An ancient text.
Exactly. But we're seeing how it connects to a very modern feeling,
Yeah.
just being completely overwhelmed by information.
Right. The feeling of too much.
Yeah. We're pulling insights from the Namaste Dosto self-help from the Bhagavad Gita podcast, looking for, practical ways to build some inner strength for dealing with all that knowledge coming at us.
And it's surprisingly relevant.
Yeah.
We all feel that confusion sometimes, right? Like
Yeah.
Arjuna on the battlefield, that doubt.
Totally. So our mission here is to extract some actionable ideas from the Gita, things you can actually use when learning feels like, well, more of a struggle than a discovery.
It's fascinating, isn't it? How something so old speaks directly to that inner chaos.
Mm.
Let's start right there with confusion. Arjuna's totally lost.
His mind is just spinning.
Yeah.
But Krishna's response, it isn't, oh, just run away or ignore it.
No, not at all. He pushes Arjuna to think, to reflect within the chaos.
Find clarity, then act. So maybe that initial feeling of being lost when you're facing, I don't know, a huge pile of research or a new complex topic, maybe it's not a bad thing. Maybe it's just step one.
Exactly. That feeling of where do I even start? It's completely natural. The Gita seems to suggest, okay, acknowledge it, engage with it, don't just panic.
Okay, so if confusion is the start, how do we move forward? You mentioned the Gita has ideas.
It does. Chapter 2, verse 47 is pretty central here.
Yeah.
You have the right to perform your duty, but not to the fruits of your actions.
Okay, let's break that down for, say, someone trying to learn something new. Does that mean, like, don't worry about becoming expert overnight?
Pretty much. Focus
Yeah.
on the doing, the effort you're putting in right now, the learning process itself.
So shift the focus from, will I get this perfectly, to something more like, am I actually digging in? Am I giving it my best effort right now?
Precisely. Value the process. And, this shift can really help with another big obstacle, fear.
The fear of not knowing enough or missing something, information overload anxiety.
All of that. And chapter 18, verse 66 offers something quite profound. Surrender unto me. I will protect you. Do not fear.
Now, surrender sounds passive, but the way Namaste Dosto interprets it, it's not about giving up, is it?
Not at all. It's more about letting go of that intense need to control everything, to understand every single detail instantly.
Okay, so trusting the process, trusting that understanding will come if you keep engaging.
Yes. Because think about it, you'll never know everything. There's always more. Trying to grasp it all just feeds the anxiety.
So surrendering that need for, like, total mastery lets you focus on what you are taking in right now.
Exactly. And this ties into finding a deeper why behind your learning. Gita 3.19 says, one should perform their duty without attachment. Such a person achieves the supreme.
Okay, duty again. How does that apply to someone just trying to, get informed or learn a skill? Is the duty just the act of learning itself?
That's a great way to put it. Your curiosity, your desire to explore these ideas, that's your duty in this context. Approach it with focus, but without being rigidly attached to a specific result, like getting a certain grade or impressing someone.
So connect the learning to something bigger, personal growth maybe.
Right. The very effort you put in, your focused engagement, your karma, in this sense, has its own value beyond just the immediate facts you absorb.
This all leads to managing our own minds, doesn't it? Which the Gita addresses directly.
It absolutely does. Chapter 6, verse 5 is powerful. Elevate yourself through the power of your own mind. Do not degrade yourself. The mind can be your best friend or your worst enemy.
Wow. Yeah, that internal battlefield, feeling overwhelmed, the negative self-talk when you're struggling to understand something. We've all been there.
It's a real battle. And the source material, the Namaste Dosto podcast, suggests some practical things here.
Like what? Small steps.
Yeah, really simple but effective things. Taking just a few moments for quiet reflection, maybe journaling your thoughts about the learning process.
So cultivating a more focused, maybe kinder inner space for learning instead of letting the I'm so overwhelmed voice take over.
Exactly. It's about managing that inner environment.
So wrapping this up, it feels like the Gita, viewed through this lens, offers some really surprisingly practical tools for those internal struggles we face with information and learning.
It really does. Arjuna's confusion is sort of universal, isn't it? But there's a path through it.
Yeah. It seems the key is focusing on your effort, trusting the process a bit more, maybe finding that deeper reason why you're learning.
And actively managing your own mindset.
Yeah.
It's about navigating that internal battlefield with more clarity.
So a final thought for everyone listening. as you dive into whatever knowledge you're seeking next, maybe consider this. How could consciously focusing more on your engagement, on the effort itself, rather than just stressing about the final outcome of feeling perfectly informed, actually make the whole process less anxious and, well, maybe even more enjoyable?